Peace. This is Basti Brown. Built in the mind. Live in the bad. Speaking the red. Let's build the
Peace. Peace to all human families on the planet Earth. Peace to the 5% nation. You know how I do this is your host, Master Brown Seed. It's another episode of Build the Cipher. We're on episode 20, The Power of Being Right and Exact. Precision is power. In supreme mathematics, wisdom adds cipher will give you wisdom, right? When we reach that 20th degree, we're not just acting or speaking, God. We're mastering the art of being right and exact. Wisdom with no foundation becomes guessing. Yet wisdom rooted in knowledge becomes science, God. King, black man, becomes a science, man. You know what I mean? This episode, we're going to build on the discipline of precision, the dangers of guessing and assumptions, how being right and exact leads to trust, legacy, and divine manifestations. The science of supreme mathematics, language, diet, and relationships, God. This is what we're going to deal with today. And we say the power of being right and exact, right? First of all, I want to say, this ain't guesswork. That's for the said person of that ability, those who want to guess. You know what I'm saying? We don't guess, God. We measure 5 times and then we cut. You know what I'm saying? I was always told, think 5 times before you open your mouth. Because you want to make sure everything that comes out your mouth is right and exact, right? Too many people, move off of vibes, gossip, or half knowledge, right? That means that, people live off of the gossip. Gossip is only a devil's state of mindset. When people start gossiping about you and talking about you, they that said person of that ability who can't speak upon themselves, so they gotta talk about other people because they are not civilized. A civilized man don't talk about nobody. That's the first thing I was taught. We don't speak upon nobody unless they are there to defend themselves, right? Civilized means being exact, not arrogant, but rooted in the knowledge, God. A lot of people are not rooted in the knowledge because as soon as you ask a question, they get angry, they get upset, they want to know why you're asking questions. But isn't that how our 120 lessons go? It goes question, answer, question, answer. I'll ask a question, you answer it. You can ask me a question, and I will answer it, right? Because that's what we do, God. We don't sit here and guess. We don't take nothing on face value. We deal with all things right and exact. The Lord, the God of the heavens, and He in the earth. And He is just and true, God. That's being right and exact. Here's a quote for y'all, right? The science of life requires accuracy. Guessing is for those who lack the tools of divine measurement, right? Everybody can't be a tool. Everybody can't get down there and understand how to measure things. Right? That's why we say to know the ledge before you fall off the edge, God. Because it's measurements on that ledge, God. And if you don't have the right measurements, you will fall off the ledge into the devil's civilization, God. Right? We got laws we live by, God. Laws. Laws is land and water. We live off the land and we live off the water, God. And there's rules and regulations and laws to be enforced while we live this, God. all day. I want to say peace to black man because I know everybody don't call themselves gods. So peace to the black man, peace to those who call themselves a king. But the black man is God all day. That's how I live. That's how I live my culture. You know? Precision in daily life, right? The precision in daily life. Are you right and exact with your words? Are you right and exact with your time? And are you right and exact with your diet? Because this all plays a part, God. Before the wisdom added to the cipher, the knowledge had to add to the cipher. It says because he taught us how to eat the wrong foods. That's what a lot of us is doing right now. We're on a poor diet. We're not eating the right foods. We're not drinking a lot of water. We're not doing things to keep our mind and body in the best shape that we're supposed to keep ourselves in, God. We have life to live. We know life and death has no partnership, right? And I choose life, right? I'm teaching the sloppiness is a form of self-destruction, and discipline, mathematics is in motion. When you discipline, mathematics is in motion, right? Wisdom is refined. Legacy is built, God, right? Let me tell you how being right and exact makes your wisdom magnetized, right? Because when people trust you and they see you for who you are, your wisdom draws the people in, God. What we speak magnetize, right? We magnetize people. It's called a form of hypnosis, right? Because what we speak, God, brings life or it can bring death to somebody. Words hold power. Words make spells. That's why we got spelling, right? Letters form words, words form sentences, sentences form paragraphs, and then this tells the story, right? And the story goes on. It's all about how you use your wisdom, God. Wisdom is your word, and your word is life, regardless to whom or what, right? Let's build on how the original man has to be precise, right? In order to lead his family, his nation, and the world, right? You gotta be precise with everything you do, especially with your family, raising your children, your woman, because your woman watches you to make sure that what you're doing is right and exact. And if you're not doing anything right and exact, and she's the reflection of you, then she's gonna let you know. Black man, you are not moving in the precise way that you should be moving. And you should take those words into consideration. Don't think that your woman can't tell you nothing because you think she has no mind. No, the mind is the all, God, and we all is the all in all. And your husband speaks because she speaks highly from you. So if you're not moving right and exact, your woman is going to tell you, baby, you're not moving in the precise manner that I know how you move. So you have to keep things in mind of how you move, God. Because we are all held accountable for the things that we do and what we say out of our mouth, right? We just don't drop jewels. You have to measure, cut, and polish those jewels that you got, God. That's why I say we don't waste our jewels amongst the swine, because jewels are precious, God. Our jewels is precious when we give them out to people. So we have to beware of who we pass our jewels to. Between polish them off and present them, we gotta make sure who we giving these to are also living life in a right and exact manner. Because again, it says that said person of that ability, man. It said means past tense. You got a lot of brothers saying they was this, they was that, they did this, they did that. And they ain't doing nothing in the world, bro. They just stuck in six, stuck in time, stuck in no movement because they don't know where they're going. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? You know what I mean? The brothers are stuck, God. But I'm not stuck, and I know my brothers ain't stuck. We rise above the madness. 6 miles above the earth's surface, God. I try to get into people's head, not above their head, but in it, so they can see it too. That their wisdom is a reflection. They have to use their wisdom in a precise manner, God, because that's what we do. Here's a call to action, right? Stop guessing. Stop guessing, God, and start being precise. Start thinking. Start being right and exact. Because that's what we are, God. Righteous means to be right and exact, God. Stop guessing about your health. Stop guessing about your future. Stop guessing about your self-worth. Study. Know. Speak. Move with purpose, right? I want to give you all today's affirmations. You know I give out affirmations every time I do an episode. Today's affirmations, I want you to affirm this. My wisdom is guided by divine knowledge. My wisdom is guided by divine knowledge. I strive to be right and exact in all things. I strive to be right and exact in all things. Precision is not pressure, it's power. Precision is not pressure, it's power. Last but not least, my wisdom refines nations. Again, my wisdom refines nations, God. When you become right and exact, the cipher around you adjusts to the rhythm of divine order, right? That's what it does. We have to live in the mindset of a divine order, God. That's why it says, one of the prescribed laws of Islam of a set person of that ability, that the civilized are held responsible, but the uncivilized shall be punished by the nation of Islam, shall be punished by our self-Lord and Master. And yes, God, it don't mean people are going to come and beat on you, but if you're not moving precise and moving in the way that's according to how you move, then yes, you will beat yourself, God. Your woman will beat you with words, God, letting you know that you are not the man that you are claiming you are. If you are the God, then people are supposed to see that, respect it, and see the precision in you. Because this is who we say we are, God. And when we say we God, we say we're moving in a good, orderly direction. We're saying it's God over devil, right, God? Guidance, God. We are of a divine mindset. And with that, I want to say peace to all the human families. Peace to the 5% nation. I would like y'all to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and always remember to build the cipher. It's your host, Master Brownseed. Peace.